Good evening and salutations, my B&B fans. Ben has been getting raked to the coals for a hot minute ever since the whole Beth incident. Okay, sorry, the whole Kelly incident. Ever since the whole Kelly incident, he has been doing nothing but getting raked by the coals. And his mother comes in today, and I swear it's on a point where she is just making no sense whatsoever. And tell me, and you know what? Here's the thing. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm missing something. Tell me if this woman is making any sense. Okay? Because she comes over there and she's like, you need to do something about Sheila. You need to sit there and take care of her once and for all. Finn is like, what do you mean? What do you exactly want me to do? Well, you didn't let her die. Yeah. He got raised by you. He got raised to sit there and know the difference between right and wrong. You raised him to be the man that he is. So why are you surprised? Why are you disappointed when he acted in accordance to how you raised him? This is my whole thing with Lee. Throughout this whole scene, she makes zero sense. Okay, she's all like, you let her in. You loved her. Sis, he gave her a hug and he thanked her for saving Kelly's life. And in that emotional grip, he called her mom. Y'all sitting there acting like he just made up a new type of virus or something. Like, all she goes on and says over and over again, you need to take care of it. You need to find a way to rip the cord and totally disconnect. I don't understand what more he can do. He literally sat there and said, and then he's sitting there talking about how he's fighting for her, and she's like, well, you need to fight harder. How? You want to sit there and write down on a piece of paper the steps that I need to do to fight harder? Because right now, you are making no sense. This whole scene makes zero sense. Okay? I don't understand why she's getting that insecure, talking about, oh, I loved you and I raised you and stuff like that. You think he doesn't know that? You think he doesn't? None of this makes sense to me. None of this makes sense. It makes no sense. I can't sit there and describe this anymore, but just how nonsensical this scene is. You got that going on. You got Deacon and Sheila. Sheila is like a broken record at this point, and so is Deacon in a lot of ways. Because all Sheila keeps doing is talking about how she loves Finn, she's obsessed with Finn. I know Steffi loves Finn, but I love him more. It's like, wait, whoa. What do you mean you love him more? Like, what are you saying? My whole thing is, I feel like a lot of times whenever she's talking about Finn, it's like she blurs this line between a mother relationship and whatever it is that I don't feel comfortable enough to sit there and say. We all know exactly what I'm talking about. That's how she is every single time she talks about Finn. I'm like, is that your son, or do you want to make that your lover? Because, like, the way you talk about him, how obsessive you are. If it's a relationship, I would understand that. I mean, it would still be nuts, but I would understand that. This is your son. Sometimes you just end up to wonder, the writers do know that, right? Because she's been pushing this boundary for a hot minute. That's just been like, man, this is a part of the story that just makes me feel uncomfortable. And of course, Deacon's like, oh, I can't be with you. I can't lose Hope. I can't lose Brooke. Now apparently I can't lose the restaurant. Don't know how he's going to lose the restaurant, except for maybe the fact that he is shacking out with a homicidal maniac that has a history of hurting people like there's no tomorrow. Maybe the bad PR will sit there and definitely be the death of his restaurant. Who knows? Now, while Hope and Thomas are trying to talk to Douglas about, let's not put any expectations on this whole us getting back together. Yeah, we love you as a son, but that doesn't have anything to do with us being one big full house happy family. So Hope goes to see Deacon. Hope knocks on the door. Deacon is shook. He turns around. He has this look in his face. Like somebody was about to walk in on him while he was watching some very adult like material and he's about to get caught in the act. That's the only way I could sit there and describe this scene because the look in his face was like, that's it. That's the only way I could sit there and try to compare that scene. Is if you were going to get caught by a parent while you're in the middle of, we'll sit there and say, taking care of self business, that's the look he had on his face, which is really odd. And I'm like, oh, in a lot of ways, you wrecked your marriage. You wrecked your home. Okay, I don't really think you have room to sit there and judge anyone else on anything that they're doing. You really don't. You just simply don't. But we all know that Hope is going to do it anyway because, I just feel like that's the case. But I could be wrong. And if I am, let me know in the comment section below. I feel like that's about it. If I did miss anything, again, you know what to do. As I sit there and say this all the time, come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows, Y&R, Days, GH, and BMB. And if you're not a member, definitely join that by hitting the join button in the description box below. It comes with videos that I only do for members, live streams that I only do for members, and monthly member shoutouts that I do once a month to sit there and thank all my members for just supporting the channel, supporting me, and just coming along for the ride. That being said, I'm going to go. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you in the next video.